earn less than $5,000 a month, stop whatever you're doing and listen very, very carefully to this next video. The money is literally on the floor. All you need to do is look. Opportunities are everywhere. I mean, look at me, I'm no different than anybody else. And yeah, maybe I earn more money and I'm free. It doesn't make me better than anyone. I just do different actions, like you today. Now, at the end of this video, there's a special bonus waiting for you guys. I don't want to tell you too much about it because I don't want to ruin it. But trust me, it's worth it, it's worth it. It's worth going to open up to you guys with my personal journey that I went through to freedom, both mentally and financially. My goal is for each and every one of you to take something from what I'm saying today and implement it on your life. So nowadays it's really trendy and it's really sexy to be an entrepreneur. But how many out of all of those people that actually want to be entrepreneurs become entrepreneurs? 1% make it. I'm part of that 1%. I'm 25 years old and I live on an endless adventure, visiting places you've never heard of, spending more money than people earn in an entire year in 1 week. That's my life. So when I talk from past mistakes, I talk from a different perspective on life. My goal here is to change humanity, to change the world, to make a better tomorrow for all of us. And I truly believe that by helping each and every one of you sitting at home right now reach your highest potential, that will, all of us together can make an impact on this world while we're still breathing. And I can tell you from a personal perspective, I've tried many things in my life. And so I finally found the 4 steps that changed my life forever. And I'm going to be talking more about that in depth in my mini course that is completely free. Just register. It will really also help you. Just give it a click. I talk about the exact steps that I took and many others just like me, using the exact method, the exact strategy to become a 1%er. Now I'm very proud of what I'm saying. I live everyone's dream. So listen very carefully to this next video. Open up your ears. This is real serious stuff right here, guys. We are complaining and we make excuses every single day of our lives. It took me some time. So I got to a point where I just said, enough is enough. I wasn't happy with my life. I wasn't happy with who I am. What happened was when I was young, I immigrated. And I came home from school one day crying. And every day I used to be called names for having an accent while I was learning a new language, or just being mocked for who I am. I was excluded from soccer games. This brat used to sit behind me every single day in class and make fun of me. It really used to just make me feel like I'm nothing. And it was normally by the same people, white, wealthy, well-educated, coming from the same background. They even used to call themselves the elite. Just this scared little kid, insecure. And I knew that the only way possible for me to become the man I wanted to become was by putting myself through the worst things possible a human being can endure. Now, that day I came home from school, I was crying. I was so upset that I couldn't be that person that everybody was calling me. My parents were getting an ugly divorce just after my house burned down completely. I was left with absolutely nothing. My mom went back to South Africa exactly because of financial pressure. That was exactly the same time as well when my father kicked me out of the house. And that was actually the first time that I understood that there was nobody around me to help me. I was completely isolated in my mind. The feeling that I had every morning looking in the mirror was just terrible. And I didn't want to feel like that anymore. I felt like I was just this pathetic, scared kid. Now, most kids will accept that and search for help. The best thing that ever happened to me was there was no one there to help me. There was no one who felt sorry for me. I had to figure out that I wasn't going to be this scared kid all my life. Now, I reached a point where I actually felt like I was the weakest thing that God ever created. Now, I never blamed God for the way that He created me. My goal was to take that, to turn that into the most powerful, most indestructible human being on the face of this planet. Now, is that true? I don't care. Even if it wasn't true at that time, I believed it. And I had a vision that to turn this around now, the only person that can do it was me. I needed to experience the most brutal, most difficult things a human being can experience and endure. That was the only way that I could build a mind that could handle anything through pain and suffering and hardship. Now, the normal human behavior is to run from pain. We run from suffering. What we don't do is go deep inside ourselves, reading our own book that we write every single day of our lives. Now, we need to understand what makes us tick. What would you do if you had 30 seconds left to live? Would you be fulfilled with yourself? How would you want to be remembered? Are you passionate about life? What are you passionate about? So I personally went into the military and joined a unit that I can't disclose its name because of security reasons, and I was just getting my ass beat when I was 18. I was doing things I hated to do every day. I was uncomfortable day in, day out. This was the most brutal, hardcore shock you can ever fucking imagine. I mean, times 100. And I'm swearing just because I want to show you how much pain and suffering I was going through. It's the only way I can actually describe this to you. Hollywood doesn't know shit. This was insane. I can't describe it in words. You literally break your bones into 1,000 pieces and put them back together. And after 3 years, I accomplished things I never imagined possible, pushing myself to where it became personal. It was a war every day in my mind, just enduring, and with the most ridiculous things that you can come up with. I mean, people were flying out like flies, like daily. People were just dropping out. I reached a point where my brain just said, this guy is not going to stop. He's on autopilot. But the beautiful part about the military is that I learned many hard lessons in life. They literally break you down. They will take your soul and they will rip it out. No sleep, no food, enduring extreme mental pressure, day in, day out, fighting the elements. My satisfaction was knowing that the only person that would still be going right now on this earth was me. I enjoyed the feeling that my commanding officers couldn't break me down, that they would go to bed every night, knowing that I'm still out there in the grind for another 200 hours, freezing my butt off. That's what gave me satisfaction. I enjoyed them knowing that they can't break me. That was my satisfaction, that they can't break me. It made me happy not being afraid to attack what is in front of me, not caring what other people think about me. I'm sick of all these phrases that people use that are actually other people's. We are continuously trying to be like other people. It's just words. Some of you just might think I'm talking, but you don't know me. When I speak from pain, I speak from passion, I speak from experience, I speak from suffering. You must suffer to grow. This is the only way to get to the other side of your journey. You must suffer to grow in any aspect related to you in life. Some people will get this and some people won't, and that's okay. But at some point, every person in his life must reach a decision to take the easy lane or to take the hard lane. Most people will choose the easy lane, the majority. And what will happen to them is all their dreams, all their ambitions, all what they had in life gone, forgotten. Nobody will remember them. When you sign up at the bottom, you'll get more information about how to achieve more of this winner's mentality and convert it into cash flow. Many people recently have asked me to give out a video specifically on that, talking about the secrets of financial freedom and winner mentality. So I want to do a video on that. Now, when I was done with my military service, I wanted to be financially free. I realized I needed money to live the life I desired, and the total fact was that I had a boss and I had to answer to him every day, and I hated that. I hated the fact that I needed to work for somebody else's scraps at the end of the day. We were not born to come into this world and work every single day of our lives until we are too old to work and enjoy ourselves. I just completely disagree with that theory. But I didn't care what other people thought about me, and I took all the tools I learned in the military and I put them together to achieve financial wealth and just enjoy my life here on this planet. I searched high and low for opportunities. I made many mistakes, never learning the art of business. So I educated myself with books and the internet until one day I came across the 4 steps that actually released me from that 9 to 5 bondage that I had. Now, I can assure you that most of you watching this video now, you won't succeed. Some of you just kind of want it. Like in my unit, many people just wanted to get in, thousands actually wanted to get in, and only 40 finished, 40 lions finished at the end. But I'll give you an example from Earl Nightingale, that was known as the Dean of Success in the beginning of the 1920s. He said, out of 125-year-olds, all wanting to be rich, equally raised, with the same education, want to be rich, want to be millionaires, only 1% out of those people will be rich. 20 will be financially independent, the rest will be broke. Now, why is that? It's because they have no drive, they have no ambitions, no hopes, no goals, no dreams for the future. They cannot handle the cards that life has dealt them. Never changing their old habits of life, being victims of their own circumstances. I mean, all of us deserve to live our wildest dreams, visit places you never thought existed. But for that to happen, you need to stop everything you're doing and start reading your own book. If you already watched the videos, then thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate the support. I will be making many more videos in the future on how to make it big time. I want people to just make it like I did. That's my goal in life. I've had students, personal students, hundreds and thousands, that have made between $100,000 and $200,000 a month on their first month. I've even had a personal student that I've worked with that made over $400,000 in his first month. So really, you guys, I want you guys to reach your highest potential in life so you can live just like I am at the moment, just sitting here with my dog. Thank you guys for listening. I really appreciate it, and I'll check you guys in the next videos.